Luck would have it, it starts raining when I'm working on the car, like the third video. Kind of a series, but not really. I am actually putting in the rear view camera. One thing is, if you look under here, I didn't even have to drill a hole. There's a nice little gap there, just big enough for that wire to slide through. Doesn't bind, it pulls back and forth. There's a grommet up there that I've used. You can see the lead sticking out there, the power lead and the video lead. It is the same one. The leads come for the power lock and the wiper motor. Actually, not the wiper motor. The lock and the latch for the tailgate and the license plate lights. I already installed one on my third light on for my or another camera for my mirror. My mirror has a camera in it. It does front and back video. That's a dash recorder. Recording the dash for accidents, cops, whatever needs to be recorded, audio and video. Of course, I had to cut a little spot there for the camera because it's interior. I broke it. It broke the third light bezel, so I had to fix that. I did want to show the USB port. Sorry about the video being sideways. I just realized I held the camera sideways and I can't even get in the car. Because of the rain, I had to put everything inside. See the lights still. I guess the seat can go back up for a minute. Let me grab the keys out of my pocket. And I can turn off the flashlight. Oops. Close the doors so the lights go out. And wrong key. I do own two vehicles. I have an 08 Dodge Ram. So I have to grab the keys for that by accident. And here's the key for a Subaru. And now I got another problem. There we go. Didn't want to recognize the key for a second, I guess, with all the fuses I pulled. But there's the USB port, nice and lit up. Yeah, you can see it's reflecting on the seat. That was the video camera just catching up. You can see that's right there. That's front view right now. So, you can actually see it outside. It's a 7-inch screen on that. I'm hooking up the video on the radio right now. Of course, it's one of those ones with all those stupid warnings. So, the XM antenna sucks, the kit. I've had nothing but problems with it. I'm not sure what that glare is. 1 second. That's a little better. I guess there's a little crap on the cover. I got a case on my phone. But, see the dash. I've seen other dashes I'd like to check out, but getting the reprogramming done sounds a bit pain in the butt. Yeah. I just want to make sure I had some so that people in the back could see it. And it's easy to tell them, just look for the little blue thing and plug in. Of course, hopefully nobody breaks it plugging it in. But I just wanted to show that all together. Tablet mount, holding the tablet up in place. I mean, I have a USB connection to the radio. I can actually plug that right into the radio. That is a 3G tablet, I believe. I don't think that's 4G on that. I think it's only 3G, but it is hooked up on the cell phone towers, so it's not dependent on any other service. And I can do Pandora on it. I can do XM radio app on it. So I could actually pump all the turns and everything through the car speakers, whatever. I can hook it all up like that, make it a full entertainment center on that tablet without a problem. But like I'm even sitting back here, and there's not much room back here. Just barely enough room to sit, really. Bigger people than me. I'm 6 foot tall. My knees are just about touching the seat, mainly because I have to have it all the way back. I sit more upright than most people. Most people slouch, so you know their knees would be touching. And but it's a nice car otherwise. Like I said, I saw the 2011 dash. I'd like to see about putting that in. I got to check more information about that. I got a basic idea of what it entails. The main thing is getting the odometer reprogrammed and getting the security reprogrammed to the keys, so that the keys will turn the car on and off. I don't know if my Subaru dealer is going to do it. Like a lot of them, they're picky. They gave me a little bit of hassle with the remote start because it was self-install, so they gave me a little bit of trouble about installing it or programming it. But anyway, I gotta see what I can get done here. And there's water outside my window. Looks like I got a cut in the. That's gotta be water or something. This looks like my tilting broke. No, it's water. No, maybe. Can't tell. It's just a weird streak in my tint. I don't know if that's going to show up on the video very well. No, it doesn't. But, yeah, it's just to show a little bit of stuff. Show the back panel taken apart. Part of that, too, is, let me just grab the keys again. In Chinese with stalling and not shut off. This rear panel, when it comes off, you know, it's actually not bolted back on yet. It's just stuck on. There's some pop pins at the top of it, and then there's might help if I had the flashlight to show you. There's the flashlight. There's a bunch of screws. This hole up here's got one, and there's up in there's one way over here, and then there's one right there, and there's another one up in here somewhere. There it is. There's 3 of them right here. It's like 1, 2, 3, and then another one over here. There it is. So a couple wires to disconnect, nothing big. I didn't disconnect the wiper motor, but I did take the bolts out. All the trim comes off. Got to take the top piece off first, and then work your way around, down, and then bottom. The bottom piece had 3 push pins. One, let me just make sure it's 1, 2, and then 3, and then it had a bolt, which is right there, the yellow. That's a push pin, push pin, push pin. There's also screws here on the ends here, which were actually nuts. They're pretty long, and I'm not sure where I put them in the mess right now. It wasn't a mess a minute ago, but I'm putting this all back together, pulling this down so I can run the wire overhead. You do have to watch out for the air curtains. Make sure your wire's pushed in far enough to be away from the air curtains. And right now, because the way my radio was working with the camera, doesn't seem to automatically turn on. So I'm probably just going to tap the lead into, I'm not sure if I'm going to tap the lead into the reverse lights or just tap it in hot for the where it's supposed to go into reverse. Basically, because it's whatever. This wasn't. It wasn't switching the radio over to camera automatically for backing up when I applied power to the power lead. So I'm thinking it's got a button on the screen. I guess that's what you're supposed to do, is hit the button, and when you hit it again, it goes back to the radio or whatever mode you were in before. So Even though you have a front camera enabled, it goes to front camera, and then you got to tap